Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So good morning. Thank you guys for being here. I um I wanted to use my book again, but I'm gonna kind of condense things because there's quite a few of the rules that deal with lessons. So of remembering the first one was all about you're given this body and you need to either love it or hate it because you're working with it your whole life. So you may as well learn to love and respect it, right? And the second rule is you will be presented with lessons. So each person has his or her own purpose, distinct path, unique and separate from anyone else's. As you travel your life path, you will be presented with numerous lessons that you will need to learn in order to fulfill that purpose. Ugh, I'm kind of spastic this morning. The lessons you are presented with are specific to you. Learning these lessons is the key to discovering and fulfilling the meaning and relevance of your own life. So that's rule number 2. And rule number 3 then is there are no mistakes, only lessons. And the premise of this is that growth is a process of experimentation, a series of trials, errors, and occasional victories. The failed experiments are as much a part of the process as the experiments that work. So we need to remember that failures are, you learn more from the failures than you do the successes. So failures are all a part of it and it's all good. And sometimes that's why you fail, because there's more you can learn from the failure than the victory. So that's rule number 3, no mistakes, only lessons. Rule number 4 then is a lesson is repeated until learned. Oh, lessons will be repeated to you in various forms until you have learned them. When you have learned them, then you can go on to the next lesson. So I think that's we all know in ourselves things that we've had to learn over and over again. And sometimes the lessons get more intense because we haven't learned them yet. And so we need a separate jolt, right, to actually learn them. And then rule number 5 is learning does not end. So there's always lessons to be learned and learning doesn't end. And I think if you have that attitude that you're always learning and with your life experiences, that makes you stay young, honestly. So this means giving in to the idea that you actually don't know everything that you need to, and you never will. It also means that you need to convince your ego that being a student does not make you inferior. In fact, being a student opens up worlds of possibilities that are invisible to those who are unwilling to accept this role. So, perpetual student. Those are rules 2 through 5, which I think are profound. So, let's just turn inward. And as you turn to your breath, just feel this body you've been given. And check in with the soul that you've been given. And set the intention that you're always going to be open to learning. Maybe ask yourself, what can I learn today? And please bring hands to heart center. I believe that when you look at yourself as a perpetual student, you look for opportunities to grow and learn. And life is much sweeter, more exciting. And you definitely feel the grace around you and within you. Please lower your hands, open your eyes, and go ahead and stretch your arms up. Few breaths there, just feeling a nice long spine. And then bring your right hand off to the side and arc over and maybe inch your way a little bit further, perhaps even lower your elbow. Breathe into the side body. And then you're just gonna swing your left arm across yourself and bring it behind. Bring your right arm up and just kind of open your heart. You can even bend that right elbow a little bit. I want you to feel a heart opening here. Maybe even bend your left elbow a little bit. Good. And then sweep that arm back around over to the right side and bring it all the way behind you so that you can do that on the other side. Just feel a heart opening. And then swing that arm back around, bring the left hand out to the side and arc. Maybe walk your fingers. Perhaps I'll lower your elbow if you're able to keep both sits bones down. Seem to be really tight this morning. Good. And then come on up and bring hands through heart center and come to all fours, please. And just sit back to a deep child's pose. And today I want you to think about breathing deep into your back body. Clear up some music going here. And then come on up to all fours. So the front body is known as the self, and the back body is more the universal. So we're just going to really work on feeling both today because you want both. So we'll just move through some cow and some cat, just moving with your breath if that feels appropriate this morning. One more round. And then come to a flat back position. Extend the right leg and add the left arm. And point and flex foot a few times. And then bending the right knee. See if you can reach back and find either the foot or the ankle. And then just kind of kick it back and up a little bit, feeling a curve come back. More like a cow. Little back bending position. And release, extend arm and leg, and bring it down. Good. Let's switch sides. Left arm, or left leg, right arm. Think really strong core. Rib cage is back. Point and flex. Now keep the rib cage back as you bend the knee. Reach back. And then just with that rib cage back, let your heart move forward as you kick back. Hello. And release, extend them long again. And come on down. And again, just sit back to a child's pose. Really breathing deeply down into the lower back body here. Come on up to all fours. We're going to try this with your toes curled under. Move your right foot just slightly to the right. Extend your left leg and then your left arm. Think really strong core, rib cage back to hold that. And maybe bend the knee. Find left foot with left hand. Kick back a little bit here. Hard to find the balance. Harder to find the balance. Good. Release. And come on down. I haven't done that for a long time. Same side again. So I just swivel my left foot just slightly. Extend the right leg. See if you can keep everything kind of in line. Challenge your core. And then think rib cage back. Long spine. Bend the knee. Find the foot. And then you can open up. Kick it back. Good, release. Extend and bring it down. And take a little child's pose. And then coming up again. Make your way to a side plank. So you're just going to swivel your right foot all the way this time. Extend the left foot. And then come up to that side plank variation. Make sure your right hand's in front of your right shoulder. Now bend the left elbow and think, I'm just going to lift my heart up towards the ceiling. Maybe lean back a little bit more. Good, and come on down. We'll switch. So left foot swivels, right leg long. Stretch the right arm up, and then think, I'm gonna draw the rib cage back so I'm really connected, and then open my heart towards the ceiling a little bit. Good. And then come on down. Keep your toes curled under. Sit back on your heels. And then this is going to bring your hands down. You're just going to keep the toes curled under and move back to a deep squat. And then come back to all fours. Just kind of crawl forward. And we're going to do something called sewing machine, but you're not going to do it quickly. You're going to do it mindfully. So think long side body. Allow the head of the arm bones to move into the back body. Now draw your rib cage back, your whole rib cage, and broaden your clavicles. So you feel strong on front and back. And then push your hands away around your upper back. And then think, okay, I'm going to keep that strength and just broaden the clavicles. Let the chest come in line with the shoulders. It's almost like you're wrapping your triceps underneath, so the armpits are hollow, but you're staying strong on the front body. So let's try that again. Long side body, head of the arm bones back, broaden the clavicles, rib cage back, even press down around the upper back, and then come back into it, wrapping the triceps around. So your armpits feel really hollow, long back of neck. Good. And then sit back on your heels again. That's a lot of work, isn't it? And then just roll your shoulders backwards and forwards. So when you're listening up your shoulders, you have to work both front and back. So now come back to that deep squat and just sit down. Bring your feet in front of you with your feet flexed and about hip distance apart. Bring your right hand off to the right, reach across with your left hand, and think alongside body. Just step on the gas, just big stretch on the back of your shoulder blade, drawing your sternum back. If you want to, you can even lift that foot up. Feels really good. Good. Come on back and switch. Rounding, pressing, stretch it out, and come on back. Feet flat now. Come back through that deep squat. Stay for a moment. Good. And then make your way to a forward fold. A big stretch. The back of your legs. You can bend one knee and the other here if that helps. Keep both knees bent. Whatever feels good for you this morning. Being mindful of your breath. And slowly roll up to standing. Good. Stretch your arms up. Bend the elbows. Lift your heart. And then bring the forearms together. Round and tuck your chin. And just do that again. Bending elbows, lifting the heart, and rounding and tucking. Good. Stretch your arms up and bring them down by your side. Okay, now I want you to think of that really strong shoulder girdle and core as you shift your weight and bring your left knee up. And then slowly make your way to a tree pose. Rib cage back. And bring your hands out to the side. Release the foot, bring it forward and down. Good. Shift your weight to the other side. Strong core. Lift the knee. And when you're ready, bring it out to the side, tree pose. Arms to the side. Release the foot and bring it on in. Good. Stretch your arms up again. And then turn the palms out as you bring the hands back behind you. Palms towards each other, maybe interlace the hands. And I want you to notice when you did that, does your rib cage come forward? I want you to draw the low ribs back, rib cage back, but then broaden the clavicles. Feel that? Feel really hollow in the armpits. And release. Shake it out. Grab your blocks. And come on up to the front of your mat. And you can just have your blocks handy. And so we're just gonna loosen the legs up a little bit now. So stretch your arms up. And exhale, fold. Pranam, rib cage back, really strong core, and fold. Please step your left foot back to deep lunge. Lift the back heel super high, straighten the right leg. You might have to use the blocks on a higher height because you want to keep everything aligned. Maybe fold a little bit over your legs. Good. Come up like a pranam, bend back into the front knee. Lower the back knee. Stretch up, Anjane Asana. Twist to your right. Just bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Good. Bend your left knee. Reach back with that right hand. Find the foot. Hug it in. Maybe square the shoulders up to the front. Hug the heel towards the knee towards the heel. Full breaths. Good. Release the foot. Bring the right hand down. And then bring your blocks up to the higher height. And just step your left foot back. Straighten your right leg enough that you can come upright. And just sweep your right arm up, open your heart a little bit. Feel the rib cage back. Hip creases stay back. It's lots of length, but lots of connection, rib cage back. Good, touch down. Lift the back knee and step back, downward facing dog. And walk your dog out. And you're going to extend the left leg and step it through. Deep lunge. Checking in. Lifting the back heel super high to straighten the left leg. And bending into the front knee. Lower the back knee. Sweep the left arm up. Open up to a little twist. Bending the right knee. Finding the foot. Hugging it to where it feels like a good stretch to you. Squaring your hips to the front. Or not your hips, your shoulders. Your hips are square to the front, hopefully. Be careful with that left shoulder, just keeping it really in a good position, broadening the clavicles, really strong in the shoulders, just like we've been practicing. Release the hand. And I forgot this at the beginning, stretch up Anjane Asana. One more breath. And then touch down. You can come more upright. Bring the right block towards your right knee. Left hand to the left thigh. Then big heart opening here. Rib cage back. No sticking out of those ribs. And please touch down. Lift the back knee. Step back, downward doggy. And then come forward to plank. I'm going to challenge you a little bit here. So in plank, see how strong you can make your shoulders feel. So front and back, just even, and then just that one block off to the side, and then the other in plank. Broaden the clavicles, wrap the outer triceps underneath, long side body, shoulder blades are in, but moving down and broadening a little bit to feel strong. Good, lower your knees. Take a child's pose. And then just slide forward onto your belly. Bring your hands by your hips, palms facing each other. Forehead down, because I want you to think of integrating the neck. So when you lift your head up just a little bit, think, I'm just drawing my chin back so I can keep that long back of neck. And I think long side body, head of the arm bones back, broaden the clavicles, draw the whole rib cage back, and then lift the head and shoulders and arms a little more. And maybe add the feet and legs. Bring your hands around and lower down so your forehead comes on your hands. Take a few sweet breaths there. Now you're going to bring your arms more to cactus and do the same thing. So lift the elbows first, broaden the clavicles, engage the core, lift the head and shoulders straight up, lift the hands. You're in an W. Think, broaden the clavicles, feel the shoulder blades there, really working. Lift the legs and feet if you can. Good, relax down. Hands under your forehead. One more, kind of different. Bring your hands like a big V. We're going to call this Y though. We'll lift the elbows first, hollow armpits, lift the head, rib cage back, lift the hands, lift the feet and legs. Good, and now just swim your hands back, bring them back by your chest, and press down and lift a cobra, just lengthening up. Your feet will come back down. And then go ahead and push back. Ah, nice, sweet child's pose. And then make your way to all fours. I've been wanting to try this. And so all fours position, just position your shoulders just like we've been doing so they feel really strong. Keep your toes curled under, lift your knees an inch or two. So rib cage stays back. And then you're just going to kind of walk your left hand to the side, your left foot, right hand, right foot. Try and keep that. Good. Walk back. Whatever works. Pause. See if you're good. Lower your knees. Stretch your feet long. Sit back on your heels again. And this time, if it feels good and you want to go deeper, you can just touch your hands back, lift your heart. And then come forward. I want you to grab your blocks again. And you decide you're going to set them by your ankles. So you can do it the highest height or the medium height. And then come on up to your knees. Hands to your hips. Just kind of, I call it the kind of the upper butt, maybe middle butt, I don't know. Think long side body, head of the arm bones back. Feel the shoulder blades kind of come towards each other, but then you want to strengthen them. So broaden the clavicles and you'll feel them broaden a little bit. And then just start to lean back. And if it feels like you want more, you shouldn't feel any pinchiness in your back because your rib cage is back. Maybe reach one hand, maybe the other, find the blocks. Keep lifting the heart with the rib cage back. Feels a lot safer. Maybe let your head go back. Ustrasana or camel pose. I'm pressing my feet down a lot. That helps me keep really engaged in the core. Good. And then slowly lift, leading with your heart. And take a child's pose. Breathe deeply into your low back. And then come on up, bring your blocks forward. And bring them forward of your shoulders. Curl your toes and lift to a downward facing dog. Then the right leg. I want you to really focus on the shoulders here, so keep them strong. Bend the right knee and just stack your right hip on your left. Shoulders strong. Just core strong, rib cage back. Really focusing on the shoulders, not the hips. Square them up. Bring the foot down. Let's try the other side. So strong shoulders, that's the key. Everything stays super connected there. Extend the left knee, bend the knee, and open up. Rib cage back. Shoulders super strong, just like they were. You get that really good stretch. That's safe for the shoulders. Good. Square it up. Downward facing dog. Move your blocks to the side. Strong shoulders to plank. And then just keep moving forward a little bit with your head and chest and lower to the mat. Stretch the feet long. Take a little cobra. And lower down. Good. Now, bend your knees. Flex your feet. Press into your knees a little bit to blossom your booty up. So you think, okay, and then add rib cage back. Lift head and shoulders. And then maybe do a cobra here with the knees bent. See how it feels. Try not to scoop the tailbone, just think long. Good. And lower down. Okay, now we're going to do that same thing, but I'm going to give you the option of grabbing your feet or ankles. I like to start with forehead down. Long side body, head of the arm goes back. Rib cage back. Lift head and kick back. Dhanurasana, if you want to, you can even lift the knees up if it feels good in your back, but rib cage back, low belly up, lengthen, and release. Good. Bring your hands on your forehead. Relax. It's called dhanurasana or bow pose. really work into all parts, nose poses. Good. Hands by your chest, push back. Take child's pose. Breathing deep into the low back, allowing the shoulders to relax. And then coming up to all fours, see if you can safely transition to your back. Feet underneath. We're warm enough. If you want to try back bend here, you can. I'm going to start with Setu Bandha. Actually, let's all start with Setu Bandha, then I'll give you the option of doing back bend if you want. So you're just going to bring your hands by your hips and think, okay, I'm going to engage my shoulder blades more in the back, but broaden my clavicles and press down with my arms. So feel your shoulder girdle really strong and your rib cage back. And then just press it to your feet. Lift your hands or your hips. Not your hands. Man, I'm really good. And then maybe you can slide the shoulders underneath more here, but keeping that rib cage back. Maybe even interlace your hands. Rib cage back allows your heart to come forward safely. Feels really good in your back. Couple more breaths. And on your next exhale, lower down. Hug your knees in. Let's take a moment. Here. Now you can do that same thing again, Setu Bandha, or if you want to go to back bend or urdhva dhanurasana, you're welcome to. Bringing your feet back down. Just set up the same way, only this time, if you're going to back bend, your hands are by your shoulders, fingers pointing towards your hips. Think, I have these hollow armpits because my rib cage is back. And then lift the hips. Maybe lift to the top of the head so you can readjust. Think, do I still have rib cage back? Then I can maybe press up or up. That safe rib cage back. And slowly make your way back down. Did you go for it? Feel good? Hug your knees in again. Just kind of hug them as close as you can so you can just kind of roll side to side, massage your low back. And then just grab the kneecaps and just rolling side to side slowly. Push the knees away. You're just kind of massaging different parts, your low back and glutes. Your arms are full length. And bring your knees a little wider. Bring the feet down. Arms in cactus to just engage a few windshield wipers. And next time your knees are up, just bring your feet a little closer and open to butterfly. Bring your hands onto your belly or your inner thigh. And then just take some deep, full breaths. Deep inhale, complete exhale. And then bringing your knees up, hug your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg. Interlace behind the right leg, stretch it up towards the ceiling, flex and point. Releasing the right foot to the floor, hug your left knee in. Maybe extend the right leg. Interlacing behind the left thigh. Stretch it up straight towards the ceiling and then point and flex. And then release and make your way to Shavasana. Well-deserved Shavasana. And every exhale, let go. No more. Soften your face and jaw. As you continue to relax, I wanted to share um, Marianne Williamson's thoughts on lessons. She says, according to ancient Asian philosophy, life is not a circle, but a spiral. Every life lesson that has ever been presented to you, which means everything you've ever been through, will come back again in some form until you learn it. And the stakes each time will be higher. Whatever you've learned will bear greater fruit. Whatever you've failed to learn will bear harsher consequences. Whatever didn't work in your life before this point was a reflection of the fact that you hadn't yet integrated the different parts of yourself. Where you didn't yet accept yourself, you attracted a lack of acceptance in others. Where you hadn't yet dealt with your shadows, you manifested shadowy situations. Broken parts of you encountered broken parts of others. So now you know. That was then, and this is now. Finding your breath again. Slowly bring yourself back to this room, to the present. Start to make small movements. Ready. Moving in small ways. Draw your knees in. And to the right side. Showing up when you're ready. Feel the effect of heart openers. Let's bring hands to heart center. Namaste. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here.